The purpose of this video is to show you some of the basics of Tukatech and how to get into the video help, as well as how to get in to the program itself. First, the program works with a license that it looks like a USB drive, and it's actually called a hasp key. And on Windows here, at the very bottom of your screen, it needs to be check marked, and if it's not check marked, then it has disconnected from what again looks like your USB drive or hasp key. And also another check is that the hasp key itself is turned red. So if it's red, it's working correctly. Otherwise, you might get an error and the program won't open on your home computer. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Tukatech. I also call this program Tukatech or Tukacad. It just means the same thing. And it is, again, a Windows-based program. And I'm going to open up a recent file. So you can use a course file and open like you're familiar with many programs. Or I had already opened it up and there's a recent opened file down at the bottom, so I can open up that file. So this is a file actually that you're going to be using to learn how to just move around pieces and as well take measurements in a later video. So first is that this is a basic block that you're looking at. Tuka has both tearaway menus as well as the fact that you can put them back in so you can organize the menus any way you want. When you tear it away, it tells you what the menu actually is. So for example, this is standard and the next one is segment. And when it's on the menu bar, it doesn't actually tell you what that particular group of icons actually are. So it's easy just by tearing them away. Now, if I wanted to understand any one of these menus, I could go to Tukatech's online help, and it's actually very good that they have video help that explains not only the icons that you see here, but as well the toolbars. So I can go into a toolbar and the standard toolbar by double clicking, and it will give me a video of the icon. So you see on your screen that there is a video there that's going on. Now, another way that you can use the help menus is that you can just use the search. So you can go into video help again, and then you can go into search and you can say, you know, I forgot how to move a point. So you can go ahead and type in, say, move point, and click or hit the return key. And then it will come up with add move point or the different videos that are related to that. So I can double click on this and you can see here that there is a video on moving the point. Now right now you're not hearing the sound for it, but there is a sound that's associated with all of these videos. And that's because I'm recording rather than actually showing you using the program. And then you just exit out. So very easy to either search or again show the contents, and it shows you by the toolbar. So you really should be very familiar with all of the videos and how to search in these videos, because they're actually very short, only a couple minutes long, and they get right to the point if you have forgotten how to use a tool. So I encourage you to use those. The next thing that I'm going to cover is that we're going to go into tools and we're going to go into appearance. And you have different things that you can change if you like. Right now the work area is black, but you may not prefer black. You may want yellow or some other color. So you can change it to yellow, or you can change it to any other color that you prefer. And so that's the work area. I'm just going to go back to black because that's what shows up best on my videos. And then I can also come over here and I can change the pieces bar, which is over here off to your left. So right now it's like a light gray. Again, I could change that to black if I wanted to. So you see that turns all to black. Or again, I can go back to white or to my light gray color if I prefer. And then you can also do these others for guidelines if you wanted to. If you want the ruler to be a different color, right now it's white. If you wanted that to be a hot pink, you could make that hot pink. So it gives you lots of kind of creative choices on how you change different aspects of the appearance of your work area. So this is associated with the current drawing that you're working with. If you want it as a default, you can change this first to default and then change all of your appearances for the work area, for the menu bar, the ruler, etc. And then click on apply, and then the next time that you open up, it will be those colors. Now the next thing that I want to show you here is under options. One of the most important things under options is your backup drive. And so in Tukatech, it has an automatic backup. It's going to save it every 2 minutes or the designated time that you have. And it's important that this backup drive be not the C drive. The C drive is what is the default, and that's where it can be on your home computer. But here at school, it will select the C drive, but it won't write to the C drive because they have locked it up. So the important thing here is that you select it to be an area that you can retrieve. So you can, on the school computers, you could save it to your WIN file. That would be fine. It allows you to write to that WIN file. You could save it to the desktop, or you can also save it to the last known file that was used. But again, all of these are in the C drive, and it doesn't allow a student to write to the C drive, and so thus it won't save a backup of the school computers. So even though the program is designed to have a backup, again, the C drive is locked up. So save it someplace else, and that is the important thing here. Again, home computer, it's fine to have it on the C drive. Next thing is that your internal text size should be 1/4 of an inch. When we plot your full scale patterns, it's real size. So the default is a 1/2 inch, which is really quite large. And so you actually want it to be like 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to do 1/4 of an inch, use the current working folder as my backup, and then all of the rest of these can stay the same. And then I can go ahead again, click on OK. So that ends the basics of getting into the program. The last part is very familiar to you, in which you would do file and save as well as file and exit.